Once upon a very particular Tuesday, in a land not marked on any reliable map, for maps avoid such nonsense, there lived a rather curious fellow named Thistlewhip Toodlehorn, a musician so wonderful, so wildly musical, that even the trees would sway in tune with his fiddle. Now, dear reader, you must understand, Thistlewhip did not play like other musicians. Where they played notes, he played nonsense. Where they strummed scales, he plucked the weather. Rain in C sharp, he'd shout, and the clouds would weep joyfully. Thistlewhip had been born inside a bread box, which may explain why all his lullabies smelled faintly of sourdough. He was raised by a choir of magpies who taught him that singing was best done upside down. From them he learned two things. Never eat your instrument. Always play music for those who need it, even if they don't know they do. One day Thistlewhip wandered into a place called Silenceville, a town so quiet even the mice whispered. The people were sad, for their king had banned all music after a piccolo once made his mustache curl sideways. It caused emotional chaos, the king declared. Children no longer danced, cats no longer purred in tune, and bread refused to rise. It was, as Defoe might have put it, a most miserable condition for human happiness. But Thistlewhip could not stand a silent world. One night, under the moon's borrowed spotlight, he tiptoed into the town square with a kazoo, a tambourine, and a bucket of hope. He played. Oh, how he played. The notes tumbled like tumbling toads, the rhythm hiccuped like jelly beans, and the melodies curled like cinnamon in the air. People peeked from shutters, babies giggled, bread rose in applause. Even the king, awakened by suspicious cheer, peeked out in his pajamas. When Thistlewhip hit a particularly cheeky jig, something terrible happened. The king's toe tapped, then his knee bobbed. Then, oh horror, he jiggled. I forbid joy, he declared, flailing. But you're dancing, said a child. Silence, you small philosopher, shouted the king. Still the music grew. The king tried to storm off, but the fiddles made him moonwalk. At last the king threw up his arms and cried, Oh, fiddlesticks, let there be music. And so there was. Forevermore, Silenceville became Sing-A-Lot, where children sang their homework and trees hummed lullabies. Thistlewhip Toodlehorn stayed just long enough to install a banjo-shaped fountain, then skipped off into the horizon playing a farewell melody that made the squirrels waltz. And as for the king, he grew to like his curly mustache. When tunes are banned and silence reigns, it takes a bit of joyful noise, and a musician with a breadbox birth certificate to set the world aright.